We have some technical difficulties. I see why. All right, I'm hoping this works because we were having some technical difficulties, but I think we're good now. So I'm going to behave as if we are and introduce us. This is Roll the Dice. We perform every second and fourth Friday of the month, and we do some short form comedy, which you may or may not have ever seen before. If you are a first-time viewer today, please go ahead and subscribe, like and subscribe, and come back to us every second and fourth Friday if you are so moved to do so. I'm Jess, and I'd like to introduce the rest of the regular team. So, teammates, come on up.
Hate when that happens, Dave.
Camera off and on, just like a computer. Nope. In the
I always have
meantime,
to turn my background thingy off and on the streamer to do it.
Okay.
Maya.
Hi, I'm Maya.
I'm Tracy. Dave is somewhere.
I don't even know.
He's in the multiverse.
We're just yes-anding your technical problems you were mentioning earlier, Jess.
There we go.
There we go.
And who are you?
Hey, I'm Dave McCabe.
All right. And today we have two fabulous guests. Guests that I've gotten to play with a few times in some other Zoomprov shows. Come on up, guests.
Come on down.
Yay.
Say your names, because sometimes people can't read the really small text.
Oh, that's Jennifer.
And that would be Rick.
All right. Cool.
Because you're here.
So we're going to start today with a game that we added to the list last time. It's called Well, Actually. And from you in the audience, hopefully there are people in the audience. We do have people in the audience. I need a 3-syllable word like elephant or different or something like that. So 3-syllable words in the chat. If you're not logged in, go ahead and log in so that you can put things in the chat. There is about a 20-second delay, so you might see me vamping a little and killing some time. No, Jay said something about new shirt. Oh, it was for Dave. Dave, you had a new shirt because it said dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Lollipop. We've got lollipop from Tanya. Thank you, Tanya.
Yeah, Tanya.
Lollipop. That's when people take their own sweet time and don't do anything in a real timely manner.
No, actually, you're talking about lollygagging. Lollygag. A lollipop is when you lollygate over pop stars.
That would be a lollipop, but it's not the lollipop we're looking for. I think actually that lollipop is the person who played Superstar on SNL.
Oh, that's not that's actually Molly Shannon. Yeah, Molly Shannon. We're talking about Lollipop, like that place when you're in the city and there's a vehicle that travels along metal rails, and you stand near a place where you could be picked up.
No. You're talking about a trolley stop. No.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, a lollipop is one of those intersection-y things to where it goes in a circle, and then you have to slide in there, and then you go.
Actually, Dave, you're thinking of a roundabout.
Oh.
No, a lollipop is a very popular musical festival where they get a lot of like.
Well,
marquee
actually,
bands.
you're talking about Lollapalooza.
Oh,
Oh.
no, that's
A lollipop, it's this like probiotic soda, I guess, that people consume. It's got all sorts of interesting flavors.
Oh, actually, I think you're talking about Olipop. That's
Oh.
Olipop. Yeah, we're talking about Lollipop. This is if you know a janitor and the janitor's name happens to be Oliver, and they have their janitor equipment nearby, and they've put their name, onto each piece of janitorial equipment. Like,
The Ollie's pot? I don't know.
oh, that's right.
Close enough, I guess. No, I think a lollipop is, when you have those, it's like multiple languages, like many languages.
No, actually, that's a polyglot.
Mm.
Yeah, no, lollipop is when you really mess something up or misjudge something, and Seward's lollipop, right?
Lollipop.
Folly something, folly plot. I don't know.
That must be it.
Yeah.
Folly
No,
plot.
no, that's not even close. What lollipop is whenever they take new songs and then they make them friendly for the younger ears. Oh.
Actually, Dave, I'm sorry. That's Kids Bop.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
no, Lollipop is actually the name of this band. They might even be a one-hit wonder, and I may be, in trouble for even suggesting them. But they had a song that goes, "I don't care, I love it, I don't
Oh.
care,
Oh, actually,
I love it."
I think you're thinking of Hanson.
Oh,
yeah,
It's
that's
Hanson.
it. It's
Yeah.
Hanson.
All right. With that, we're going to go to our next game.
Icona Pop.
Yeah, Hanson.
Okay.
All right, so we're gonna clear the stage so the die and the list can be seen, and we're gonna roll our 20-sided die. We've got 15. 15 is love lists. So love lists, I'm gonna need everybody on stage, and from the audience, I need a one-word suggestion. Actually, I'm just gonna take one from Jay. Jay said basketball.
All right then.
Basketball.
Okay, go ahead.
I love basketball, especially in March Madness. Oh my gosh, the thrill, the excitement, the absolute crushing defeat when you get eliminated. It's the most exciting thing in the world. I love basketball.
I love marching. Anytime I hear a Sousa band, that is my favorite all-time thing. I stop what I'm doing and my feet start to go, and I could feel my heart pumping in my chest. And I just think,
Chest.
wow.
I love a chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum, and you can keep treasure in it. You can 15 dogs on a dead man's one of them. Chests are great. They are fantastic for hiding things. I have this box here that
Dogs, dogs, any kind of dog, little dogs, poodles, St. Bernards, bigger dogs than St. Bernards, dogs that run about in parks, dogs that fly.
I love parks. Oh my gosh. Trees and walkways and dogs and cats. And sometimes there's frisbees. And sometimes
Frisbees.
there's-
I love frisbees. There's like a plate that you can throw, and it's a game. And it's your dog can catch it, your friend can catch it. You can just toss it.
I
into a
love
tree.
catching. There's nothing like being around germs because you get to catch them. You get to experience somebody else from a distance without actually having to go through all their woes. and stuff.
distance. I love the distance. Cake sang a song about it. It's like you can measure it and you can close it and you can
Closing. I love closing. Sometimes you only get coffee if you're closing, and open things can be so stressful. You want to close those things. Like cabinets, drawers. You
I
gotta
love
close
cabinets.
them.
I love cabinets because I love things. I love all kinds of things I can put in the cabinets. And I love glass cabinets. Oh my God. So you can see all the cups.
Glass, I love glass. You can see through it, and sometimes it's different colors, and sometimes it's warped, and then it
Colors,
can be
I
like
love
fake.
colors. Red, green, blue, yellow, indigo, violet.
I
all
love
over the board.
Indigo. What a band. I mean, it's only two people, and yet they create such wonderful music. The Indigo Girls, which, I mean, they're just amazing, really. If you think about them, they created a whole genre of music.
I love genres. I just adore genres. Every genre. Romance, history.
History, I love history. It's a story about all the things that happened before now, and you can
I
just
love
keep going
now.
back.
I'm right here, right
then-
now.
oh my God.
And who
Right
now
here,
knows?
right
you
now.
got-
I love that song by Jesus Jones. That was so great.
oh my gosh, you have that, and then it's just so good.
It's great. Fantastic. Well done, team. Well done. All right, we're clear enough for the next game. Next game. Oh, there's where the roll button is. Okay. 17 is alter ego. Alter ego. All right, I need 3 people for this one. And from the audience, I need an occupation. Let's start with an occupation. There we go. We've got 3 now. So what's going to happen here is if you don't all have to start on the screen, but we know what our 3 players are. At a certain point during this game, I'm going to say alter ego. I might say it specifically to one of you, or I might say it to all of you. If you are human, your alter ego will come on stage. And if you are your alter ego, your human will come on the stage. What's going to happen is your alter ego is going to have some characteristics that when you go back to being human, you're going to adopt. So that said, let's see, we've got camp counselor. So one of you is a camp counselor, maybe all of you. Take it away.
Hey, that was some really great hugging that we did today. We can really feel good about that.
Feel really good, Chad.
About the hugging, we need to limit the time just a little bit because it's not hug camp. This is regular camp, and we're not trying to start a
Dave, alter
fire.
ego. Dave.
Hey, what are you kids doing? For God's sakes! There's rules. There's rules everywhere. It's rules listed on the doors. I mean, my gosh, grab some s'mores or something, could you?
I think I'm gonna try to hug you.
I want to touch it.
Everybody alter ego.
Calm it down. Maybe it'll calm it down.
Listen, I get it. I understand. Oh, gee whiz. It's how about we just hold hands and do rig around the rosy? I think that would be fun.
I like meatballs.
We're gonna eat in a minute, Jasper. We're gonna eat in a minute.
I love to hug you. I love to love you.
Oh, that's really sweet, but you got to be hungry. You haven't eaten since breakfast. I mean, we've got some hot dog.
I'm
Everybody
starved.
alter
I'm
ego.
vanishing from the imagination scale.
Oh, for the love of God. There's options. There's options, kids. I mean, gee whiz, you can hug people when you're home. That's where you can hug people. Where you need to eat now.
Rick, alter ego.
Yeah, I mean,
Guys, so we did run out of the meatballs again.
Yeah, well,
Crushes my soul.
That's a lot of contact. That's a lot of physical contact.
Everybody switch.
Tears and pain. Sorry, say that again. What?
Everybody switch. Yeah.
I don't even know what's going on with that. But the first thing, stay away from the fire ring, and we'll all be warm enough when the sun comes out. Oh, geez. Okay, maybe we should huddle a little bit. We should huddle just a little, and maybe break the wind a little. Don't break wind. We should break the wind in from our huddle.
And that was alter ego. Don't break the wind. It's like don't break the ice. Do you remember that game?
Yeah, it's like a Bob Seger song, I think.
All right. Let us go back to our roller, and we're gonna roll an 18. We're all up in the teens in this one. This is the Onion, and this is a game for Oh, all of us. I think all of us can play this game. So what's going to happen is I need, from the audience, I need a place that one person could be. A place that one person could be. And what's going to happen is we're going to have one of our players start a one-person scene with that suggestion. And then a second player is going to come in at a certain point, and that will be a whole new scene, totally unrelated to the first scene, but with two players, and so on and so forth until we get to the sixth player in a sixth entirely different scene. And then they're going to peel off one at a time, all the way back down to one. You'll understand once it happens. I think all our players know what we're talking about. We have porta potty, so we need a player for porta potty.
Okay.
We got a lot of them here on the truck. The concert's going to start in about 2 hours, so we're going to get these things distributed. We don't need another Woodstock 99. That's a bad day in the woods. But anyways, the music should be pretty good, but I mean, we just need to be coming down, and all you volunteers, we appreciate that. Just take the hose, and then you can empty the porta potty, and we all know what's in there. You just don't have to say it all the time, but we do appreciate.
Jonathan, it's me, Jonathan from the future. Don't open that door. I'm you.
I just can't believe we can have this conversation because, my gosh, I thought there was some sort of mind warpy that's going to happen.
If you open that door, only bad things will come, Jonathan. Trust me, I know. I've you and I've been there.
Oh, yeah. The time that you were from is just confusing me just a little bit, but I really want to open that door.
All right. This is our break. We're going to go back into Super Smash Brothers. We're going to beat each other up. All right. But for now, I want you to know I love you guys. Even if I hit you with a frying pan, I love you.
Frying pan, bowling pin, you know what I mean. I know it's with love.
Visiting violence upon each other is something that my family established a long time ago, so I'm comfortable with the concept.
Oh, you know,
I know you'd understand.
It doesn't bother me. It did when it first started to happen. I'm used to it now. It's like jumping into a cold pool, you know?
Do you even love me if you wouldn't burn me?
Thank you.
I got to get into character now.
Words out of my mouth.
Okay, kids. All right. I realize that we're in the tadpole class, but we're going to start by moving our arms slowly in the water. Don't worry, we're standing. So you're not going to fall. You're not going to drown. You're just going to, it's okay. It's okay, Bobby. Come on, come on, come on. Get up, Bobby. Get up, get up, get up. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right.
I have
all
a
right,
question.
Okay, yes, yes.
If I already know how to swim and I could swim circles around them, do I have to take the tadpole class?
You have to test it out. So you can practice if you would like. What do you know?
It's come to my attention that certain employees are not being incredibly aware of tone when they type an email. Now, when you type an email, you have to be aware of your tone.
You got it, Cap. Oops. Cap.
You know, this is a prime example. This is an example. The fact is, people can't hear your intonation unless you put a bunch of emojis, which is not cool.
I think that they can hear my intonation.
Like I said in the previous email, I understand what you said.
How many exclamation points are we expected to use already? I need a rule book on exclamation point and period use in my emails because this is getting, quite frankly, ridiculous.
Kara, just
I'm
don't use
sorry.
smileys, okay?
I'm sorry that it's had to come to this, but I'm afraid we've got to cut somebody loose from the band. I mean, 4 guitarists is just too many guitarists.
I mean, I'm the face of the band.
Yeah.
I mean, no one can dispute that. It's clear that you're safe, Reggie.
Thank you.
Yeah. But nobody, we don't have a drummer. So
Exactly
we're
my
kind of-
point. We pushed out all the. There's no room for a drummer with all these guitarists.
But like, what about my like whacking the like body of the thing and
yeah.
also the neck of the guitar? That's percussive. That's
Yeah.
percussive. We need the percussion.
Yeah.
It's a solid argument. I can't. All right. I get. All right.
You could
I
you
mean-
could just cut me. It would be okay.
No. We want you. We need you. We need every 6-stringed thing with a hollow body that we can get.
I mean,
Guys,
that's a good
guys.
point. She's got 6 strings. I mean, that's
our new
a solid
song.
number of strings.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's our new song.
Oh,
6-string finger, hollow body. 6-string,
hollow body.
Look, I can't mess with like with something like you guys are making magic happen in here, and I feel like now I'm the odd man out. Look, I think it's clear that I got to be the one to leave the band. I guess I'll just go and become a singer-songwriter. See you guys.
Rock
Bye,
on.
Gordon Lightfoot.
So all lowercase letters means nothing to me.
yeah. Yeah, I sense that now. I can kind of read you through the letters. You used that one font.
Yeah. And is it sarcastic for me to write thank capital Y, capital O, capital U? I don't think so.
When you do it in Comic Sans MS, nobody cares.
Thank you. Comic Sans forever.
You know, this happens when people use Times New Roman. Let's be honest.
Can I
It's big
sign
New
it
Roman.
from Screaming into the Void?
Yeah. Calabria forever.
I just,
That's right. I don't know. Make a decision. The middle of the road is filled with flat squirrels that can't make a decision. Go.
Helvetica, I'm out of here.
Okay, so you can do you know backstroke? Okay, go ahead and do that up and down that lane while I help these two so they don't drown. Okay, all right. So now we've done this. Okay, let's put our face in the water. Let's go. Oh, I'm losing a kid. Hold on. I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Ouch.
That was a terrible, terrible session.
Ouch. Ouch.
I dropped my frying pan. You didn't throw any lightning, Pikachu.
I was going to, and then I thought that I wouldn't. I thought we were playing Dragon Ball Z anyways.
I thought so too.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm
Maybe we need a new leader.
embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to be fighting with you.
Oh, the door's open. Me?
Look,
Can I just call you me?
I'm
I don't know.
embarrassed about the way I used to be so much that I think I'm going to reverse engineer my decision to come back from the future and visit me in the first place.
Listen, I know it smells, but we don't use all of the S words. Ready? We don't. No, you didn't get your fluorescent vest for no reason. And if you get you know what on it, we've got new vests. But again, thank you, volunteers, for coming for the porta potty cleanup crew. I just was here for the music and I stayed for the smell.
It's the Expo Expo.
Oh,
Cool. Right.
Lollapalooza.
Lollapalooza.
There it is.
Oh.
All right, let's get all of our players up, and we're going to go with our spotlight question.
Ooh.
Our spotlight question is something that we have asked our guests to give us a story about something that happened in their lives. We're going to highlight Jennifer this time. The rest of the team is going to guess what this is. Now, Jennifer named something after, I think, 2 food items. Am I right on that one?
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay. Named something after two food items. What is that thing and what is the name? So we're gonna get some guesses from the audience. We're gonna get some guesses from the team.
Is it like a parakeet?
No.
Named what?
Green bean.
Yeah.
Wait,
Is
it's
it a
two
crit-
things. It's two food items,
Two
right?
Two
Yes.
food items. One thing.
Tuna fish, green bean.
Ooh,
Not a parakeet with tuna fish green bean.
it's a good name for a parakeet, though.
Yeah.
Parakeet.
I feel like cars are kind of a fun thing to name, so I think maybe you had like a car that you named like ice cream mashed potato.
Ooh.
You know,
Could it possibly be a credenza and a Davenport? Named. Probably. I'm going with string beans again. String bean and then turnips. It seems logical, especially with a Davenport.
That does sound like a great idea, and I wish I had, but no.
Jennifer,
Well, now
I
we
think-
have from the audience, we have a salamander named Peanut Butter Donut, and we have a dog named Carrot Cake, which is both two food items and one food item.
Oh,
Yeah.
clever.
well done.
Don't feed them chocolate.
And we have chicken, egg, pizza. That's three. That's three food items.
But which came first?
Yeah.
Did she name the egg chicken and pizza, or was the chicken named egg and pizza? Was the pizza named chicken and egg?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What was it? Nobody? No. So I'm sorry.
I thought Rick had a guess.
Oh, I was just thinking, it seems to me that there's a really good chance, Jennifer, that you are involved in martial arts and that you created a move, and that you had felt compelled to name that move something like black licorice goulash.
Ooh, yeah. I wouldn't want to be
I've
hit
heard
with that.
that's deadly in the wrong hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Oh.
have a
Even on the right
porcupine
hands.
named Fast Food Burrito.
Fast food burrito.
Now it occurs to me that another thing you can name is a child. Maybe you named a
Whoa,
child.
children?
You know, like, and children often have more than one name, so it could be like first name asparagus, middle name Pop-Tart.
Missed such an opportunity there.
Yeah.
I will give you this hint. I'll give you this hint. The name is actually two food items together, like a portmanteau of
Oh.
food names.
Oh.
But not carrot cake.
Not carrot
Yes.
cake. It's
Not
a-
carrot cake. Not
Okay.
string bean.
Any hints? Can I give it?
Is string bean a portmanteau?
Before you give a hint,
Yes.
I feel like Tracy is on a path, and I'm going to suggest
Thank
that
you.
you have named a child based on a seasoning.
Oh.
Not the like a salt shaker kind of thing.
Yeah.
Your
That's
cheese.
my son,
Mary.
Allspice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
like,
ahead and
yeah,
give us a clue, Jennifer.
The clue is the thing is something you might not want in your home.
So still could be a child.
Child. Yeah. Child. Child.
This is a family-friendly show.
I can be nice to children without having them in my home.
Want in your home.
I
And
do
then
hear they're sticky.
the portmanteau,
Oh,
as we say, or the compound word, are
Mhm.
healthy items.
Healthy?
Healthy items. Yes.
Healthy.
Oh.
Healthy items. I don't know any healthy items.
Carabega?
We have four
Carabinga.
guesses here. We have an echidna named Head of Lettuce Garlic, an anteater named Barbecue Pork and Beans, ants, that's how we get them. And then Jay says that you named your horse Chili Dog.
You have a
Yeah.
horse in your house?
You have a house and your horse.
All right,
Yeah.
let's hear the story, Jennifer.
All right. I think the story was the story of the house mouse.
Mm-hmm.
So my former house, we suddenly discovered we had a little house mouse, but as with many mouses or mice, it was
Mice.
probably not a singular mouse, but I decided this was before we owned a dog, a pet. I was like, I'm going to adopt this sweet creature who creeps about the counter at night. and I decided to actually leave little bits of food out for it. What was I thinking? It's a mouse. What? I was really soft-hearted. Anyway, so I left out a little a paper plate, and I put a little piece of avocado and a little piece of tomato. So then I called the mouse Avomato.
Ooh.
Oh,
Avocado and the tomato Avomato. And later we captured it in a very humane trap. They are available, not too expensive. You don't need to buy a nasty trap. We captured it and it was removed to a safer location. And then, by the way, there were about 12 more after that.
You can use a hypnotist to get rid of mice.
Sure,
It's not
I
that
moved.
big.
yeah.
That mouse is now living on a farm in the country, like all of the pets that go away.
Avocado.
Did all the others get portmanteaus or just Avomato?
They were like Avomato, duh, Avomato.
Wow.
It was a franchise.
When you get up to
Right
Avocado Cat, that will take care of all the other.
There you go.
Since we keep saying portmanteau, I feel like this is a good time to advertise that
French.
I'm in a duo called Portmanteau. So
Whoa.
Oh,
just saying.
I was gonna ask you if you wanted
Amazing
to advertise
segue.
things.
Yeah.
Tell us about Portmanteau.
yeah. Tell us.
Portmanteau is Jay Treat, who's in Colorado, and myself, who's near Philly. And we get a suggestion, a multisyllabic word, and then we take some part of that word and get a rhyming part of it. We each say what each of the words means, and then we mash the word together, and then we have joyous fun for about 30 minutes online. We've
lovely.
mostly been playing on Highwire, which is a lovely place to do online improv.
Cool.
Before we move to Jennifer, do you have anything else you want to plug today?
I'm so glad to be here. I didn't think I was going to even advertise that, but it just called to me, so I felt like this seems like the right time to force this in here.
And Jennifer, what do you want to plug today?
I was originally going to give a shout out to Camp Improv Utopia East, but I hear there's a waiting list at this point, but it's a great opportunity. They do them West, East, Yosemite, Spain, I don't know. But I did the East one, so that was great. Let's see, I'm at a couple different teams online, but the one I do want to plug is called Live from the Asylum. Rick's been on it. Jess has been on it. The rest of you may yet be on it. It's an online improvised sitcom. We've been doing it for about 3 years now.
Nice.
We never practice. We just do a live show every week. But that's a little break. We don't need to practice. Season finale is coming up this coming Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and our guest stars are a surprise. In fact, I'm not sure I know who they are yet.
Ooh.
You're a surprise for everybody.
It's our final episode of the season, and then we take a break
Nice.
and we go back. Yay!
Nice. All
that's
right. Well, that was fabulous. I think right now it is time for us to do a guessing game. So go ahead and clear the stage again. I'm going to bring up our four-sided die and roll it. And 4 is interrogation. So I'm going to need 2 interrogators and our interrogatee. So who would like to be our guesser? Who is going to be the person being interrogated?
I can do it.
All right, Tracy. Tracy is going to. And then we'll find out in a moment who our interrogators are going to be, but I will recap. Also asking the audience for these things, just throw them in the chat. What we're going to be guessing, or what Tracy's going to be guessing, is who Tracy is, and we're talking about a B-list celebrity, maybe C or D-list, who they killed, and no, I did that wrong. Who is being killed with what? There we go. I knew this. Okay, so Tracy is just Tracy, but Tracy killed somebody, a B-list celebrity, maybe C or D-list. Okay, we're caught up now. And that person was murdered with a thing unrelated to who they are or were. And then Tracy hid that body in a place that everyone knows of. Hopefully Tracy does too. Unrelated to both the method of demise and the person. So Tracy is going to be put in our waiting room. So everyone say, bye, Tracy. Okay, so audience members, we need a celebrity. We need an item, maybe a household item, maybe something not in your household. That would be any kind of item. And then also a famous place. So what do we have so far? I'm just waiting for a few more to come in. Ooh, all right. I'm not going to take all of the answers from the same person. We're going to go with Paul Rubens. Paul Rubens. Okay, and we're going to Paul Rubens was killed with a beanbag chair.
Cherry.
Not cherry, a beanbag chair, like not cherry. Oh, that's a good one, Tanya. We already chose Paul Rubens, but I would go with Charo otherwise. We're looking for a place now, and I don't want to take it from the same person who gave us Paul Rubens. So, in the meantime, who are our two interrogators going to be? Maya? Hey, okay, me. No. All right, Dave. Maya and Dave. And remember, you're starting a little bit pulled back and you're going to drill down so that we aren't here for 2 hours. Cool. Now we know where the the place is, the North Pole. So we got Paul Rubens, we have a beanbag chair, and we have the North Pole. Are we ready? Okay, make sure you're off mute, Dave. I'm going to let Tracy in now.
Tracy.
Look, you're wasting your time if you think you're going to get anything out of me.
You got guilt written all over you.
Please.
Well, you got to be accountable for your actions there, Tracy.
Yeah. I do, huh? Yeah. Accountable?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's hard to say like what one could do under the influences of, certain drinks, maybe.
I mean, yeah.
You're a drinker, aren't you, Tracy?
Look, I mean, I enjoy a nice sugar-free sparkling ice every now and then.
Ooh.
Do you enjoy the fact that you have ruined millions, and I mean millions, of children's lives?
Yep.
I mean, whether I ruined children or their lives or their children's lives, that's on them. All right.
Childhoods have been ruined because of you. Millions.
Ruined. Could be like, I'm curious, like, what about your accomplices? Did you do this alone? Tracy? Or did you have a whole area where a lot of your friends maybe could have helped you or instigate into this?
Oh, what? You think I just hang out at some kind of playhouse full of eclectic characters that might assist me in my shenanigans? Is that what you think?
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it to me.
Well, look, I guess the word of the day is guilty because maybe I did kill Pee Wee Herman.
Excuse me, who? I'm not familiar with that name.
Oh, no?
No.
You know him better as Paul Rubens?
I do. You admit it.
All right, I walked into that one, all right? Or I walked on top of a bar doing this funny dance into that one.
Yeah, I was going for tequila earlier. Thanks, Tracy. Guilty.
No, I get it now. Yep, thank you. But that's all you're getting from me. You're not getting any more. All right.
Really? Yeah. Would you care to stand up for the rest of this? Maybe. Maybe stand up. Maybe.
Look, I generally prefer sitting down, like in this interrogation room right now.
Oh, sure.
Okay, but you might kind of get stuck and have difficulty if you don't stand up.
Yeah, sometimes it could be hard to get up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes.
As I get older, it's often hard to get up. Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've got knees your age, and so.
If not older than me, I feel like the knees have kind of aged a little faster.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I need a little help sometimes. Like
maybe.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I mean, I was thinking, if there's like a nearby, like a railing or cane I can grab onto to help.
Or maybe some sort of propellant that could help boost you up from sitting.
That would be great.
I mean, even if you were like extra gassy.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, hard to get up out of that, gassy situation.
It certainly is.
Tracy.
With sometimes the old exhaust pipe, it just can backfire.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Sure. Family friendly, Tracy.
I'm trying. Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, it's like, like as a consumer, that like you wouldn't eat a chair, but
I would.
But if you did,
mm-hmm. If I did eat a chair,
yes,
and it propelled me,
yes,
yeah. What would the contents have to be to fuel that? I mean,
the contents of the chair.
Yeah. Yes. Well, where have you been? It's a small room.
Mm-hmm. It is feeling smaller every moment.
Yeah.
I mean, my niece requires a booster seat when I take her, places, but that's beside the point. Clearly, from looks on your face.
Say you were at a place that served tequila, they'd probably have another type of thing there too that you could maybe make, the same sort of thing that would.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt your interrogation, Captain. I just want to let you know that those words you told me were really good for the heart. Those words were good for the heart.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? And things rhyme with heart. I can think of a few.
Yeah, I mean,
but if you're having trouble getting we provided you with a regular chair here. I mean, but if you really wanted to struggle getting up, you could get up. It'd be so hard to get up, and like if you consumed stuff,
like if I just had like a whole thing of beans.
Yes.
Wow. That is exactly what we thought you would say.
Yeah, I know. Wearing it on my face, aren't I? Yeah.
Well, in this case, you're more like encased in it and something because it's hard to get up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, a chair made of beans.
Yeah, it sounds like it. But
I've heard of those. What would those be called?
You have heard of those. Well,
yes,
one of us has.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a sack, really, or maybe just.
You know what? Yeah. I mean, one of the most comfortable but hard to get out of chairs is, of course, the bean bag chair.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I can't believe that's what you did. I cannot believe that's what you did to him. No.
Yeah, I mean, who would think to use a beanbag chair to murder Paul Rubens?
Yeah, that's
apparently that's your evil genius.
I thought he was just sick for a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
nice.
it chills me to the bone just to know where you have put the body. I mean, I'm frozen.
No good.
Even your heart must be so frozen.
Yeah. From all of that. Because it's just, thank God it's cold there, though. I mean, because of the propulsion.
Propulsion? Yeah.
Yeah, well, because, it's easier for all of us.
Absolutely. I mean,
you're kind of ruining more children's childhoods with where you've decided to put this body.
Yeah. I mean, you got to work on all the generations if you want to ruin children, young and old, like first you go after fans of Paul Rubens and Pee-wee's Playhouse, then maybe you You hide the body in Arendelle, the kingdom from Frozen.
That's a little too south for me, quite honestly.
yeah, way
Oh,
too
really? That the geography of Arendelle from Frozen is too south. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be
That's a southern climb as far as I'm concerned.
as far as I'm concerned as well.
Yeah. I mean, another
And there
thing
are
that
other
children-
residents up there.
There are?
There are residents.
Indeed.
Indeed, there are.
Especially, and they're very, very busy year round, but especially
During a
certain times.
particular time of year. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know why I thought of a fictional place like Arendelle when clearly the way to really stick it to children of all ages is to go to the North Pole.
Yeah.
We knew it.
A
We
real
knew it.
place where the real Santa Claus lives.
Yes. So please
Mhm.
tell us, how have you ruined our childhoods?
Well, I despite what the doctors said, I murdered Paul Rubens with a beanbag chair. And I there's no place more fitting than if I were to hide the body in the North Pole.
Very good. Very good.
Fiendish.
You're
Yeah.
gonna go
Ish.
away for a long time.
You know,
Mecca
the
like a
kind of-
high, Mecca heiny, no.
No, yeah.
the kind of turnabout my brain
Where's
did when
Pee-wee?
I was literally picturing like a wooden chair made of beans. I'm like, what are we even talking about? And then when like bean bag came into frame in my mind, like, oh yeah, there is a chair made of beans, you dumb.
All right, we're gonna play another game. Let's play. Oh no, we can't. We don't have time for a guessing game. We're gonna roll that again.
Let me go again.
We just played Alter Ego. Come on, Die. We also just played The Onion. Come on.
What?
Oh,
Entrances and exits. This one is for, let's just go with 3 people to keep it simple. Maybe 4. Let's get 4. 4 people. And from the audience, we're going to need some basic words, very common words like the, or maybe an object or something like that. So just throw a bunch of common words out there. And we need 2 more people, please. What's going to happen here is once those words start rolling in, I'm going to assign a word to each of our 4 players. Once we have those words assigned, they can position themselves either on the screen or off the screen. But when one of those words is said, if they're on screen, they will make an excuse to get off screen and do so. If that word is said when you're off screen, you will come back and justify why you were gone. Additionally, if the word is said more than once, keep track of that because you're going to go off and on and off and on, however many times the word was said. So we have a bunch of words. Make sure you're listening not just for your word, but for your teammates' words, because you got to say them. We have, for Rick, your word is fan. F-A-N, fan. Jennifer, your word is tape. Tape. Maya, your word is hair.
Hair?
Hair. And Dave, your word is stop. Okay, so everyone, Rick, what is your word?
Fan.
Jennifer.
tape.
No, not tape. Tape with a K. Tape.
Tape. Oh, thank you.
Maya, what is your word?
Hair.
And Dave.
Pop.
Okay, who wants to be on stage? Who wants to be off? Just go ahead and set that up. And I will give you, or actually I'll go back to earlier suggestions. We will use phone booth as your suggestion. It doesn't mean you're in one. It just means it's your suggestion. Go ahead.
Oh,
There's none of them around anymore.
none of
And I'm
them.
just
I mean, no signal. No signal. I mean, what does
uh,
it take? What is it gonna take? What is it?
I'm not a big fan of wireless, but you know, landlines have their advantages too.
I've been working on the Wi-Fi I shoved some hair into the receptacle.
Oh, you're kidding me. How did you keep it in there?
There's an overhead fan. Let me check on it.
You need to stop cutting my hair to put it into the overhead fans to get the Wi-Fi. I mean,
Should be good.
I know I'm Rapunzel, but I mean, seriously, you need to take a minute and just stop taking my hair.
I think a gerund counts.
Yeah, I'm working on the gerunds too.
Wow.
Not getting a good gerund signal in here.
I don't know. Oh, I got 1 bar by a hair. Hello? Hello?
Seriously?
I'm your
Hello?
biggest fan.
Wow. I should take more time with this.
Whoa. I seriously don't know why this chaos will not stop.
That's because you've been texting me and I didn't have any reception. Oh boy.
I can't take it anymore. This it needs to stop. Okay. All right.
It's just the 2 of us in here.
Okay, yeah, and you know what? Frankly, with as much hair as you've taken of mine, I'm kind of not a fan.
And there you go. Dave, stop was your word. Stop. All right, we have one more game that we're going to play, and that game is going to be on our quickfire die. So I will roll that. We're going to play 185, a fan favorite. But besides Rick coming on for fan,
Rick,
we're also
fan,
going
Rick,
to have everyone else come on.
You'd like for us to take our time coming
Yes.
on? Oh,
Yes.
stop. By a hair.
By a hair, yes. Okay, so from the audience, I will need some occupations and some animals. Both occupations and animals not on the same line, and I can pick them out. That's fine. Just
It's not Zootopia, people.
185 is a classic game. Don't know why it's called 185. It is. 185 blank walk into a bar, and then the joke ensues after that. So we have
185 blanks walk into a bar. Like, what's all the text?
We're gonna start with plumbers. 185 plumbers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "What can I wet your pipes with?"
185 plumbers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What are you having?" They said, "Anything that will help us plunge our sorrows at the bottom of the drink."
185 plumbers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the plumbers say, "You snake."
185 plumbers.
Go ahead.
185 plumbers walk into a bar. They look under the sink. They all look at each other and said, "It's a trap."
185 plumbers walk into a bar. The bartender looks at them for a minute and tells them that the drinks will be $33. The plumber's like, "What? That's expensive. What?" The bartender says, "Uh-huh."
Plumbers walk into a bar and immediately put their coins into the coin slot.
185 plumbers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." The plumbers say, "Are you on crack?"
Have we plumbed the depths of that one?
Whoa.
185 plumbers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Is your name Rick Horner?" And it's me. So I say, "Yes, I am." And they say, "Did you stick your finger into something?" And it's a plum joke. My last name's Horner.
I was going to try and make an Amanda Plummer joke, but I don't have it.
Oh.
So we're going to go straight on to train conductors.
185 train conductors walk into a bar and they said, "Thomas?"
185 train conductors walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." The train conductors say, "That gets me really steamed."
185 train conductors walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm so sorry, we're closed tonight." They say, "Well, that tracks."
189 train conductors walk into a bar. The bartender was expecting music. And he says, "No, train conductors, not trained conductors."
The other 4 extra train conductors that were just added to Dave's joke walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." Those extra 4 train conductors say, "We'll give you the switch."
185 train conductors walk into a bar and the bartender says, how are you going to pay for this? Because you're all poor conductors.
185 train conductors walk into a bar and bartender says, "What do you have?" "Anything that'll let us chug it."
All right, we're going to switch it up and we're going to go to parakeets.
Parakeets.
185 parakeets walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." So the parakeets give him the bird.
185 parakeets walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" The parakeet says, "What do you have? What do you have? What do you have?"
185 parakeets walk into a bar and they're really excited to be there. And the bartender's like, "Why are you so excited to be here?" And they said, "We saw the review on Twitter."
Ah,
185 parakeets walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "You're in luck, it's happy hour." And they're like, "Good thing we're on a budget."
185 parakeets that did not make it all the way through school walk into a bar. A bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed. Didn't you see the sign on the door?" And the poorly educated parakeets say, "Yeah, we thought we see that."
185 parakeets walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" They said, "Oh, we're just feeling a little peckish."
185 parakeets walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, look at all these mirrors." And then there 185 parakeets thought that there were 200 and
I want to hear Tracy's.
yeah, Tracy, come on, help me.
185 parakeets walk into a bar, and the bartender asks, "What do you have?" And they say, "Oh, we want the bottle that has our uncle on it. The Captain Morgan rum has a parrot on it."
Oh.
185 parakeets walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the parakeets say, "But we're famous authors." And the bartender says, "I know, but you have to leave." And they say, "But we're not a pair of Keats. We're just a single Keats." I don't know.
No, there's 185 of them.
They're odd Keats.
350. I don't know.
Stop doing math, everyone.
Math isn't funny. It's serious business.
Yes.
All right, glass blowers. We're
It's
glass
irrational.
blowers now.
185 glass blowers walk into a bar, and the bartender asks them, what do you have?" And they'll say, "Oh, any liquid is fine. We'll provide our own bottles."
185 glass blowers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the glass blowers say, "Well, that both sucks and blows at the same time."
85 glass blowers walk into a bar, and the female bartender walks up and says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the glass blowers say, "Oh, Sandy, how you've changed."
185 glass blowers walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "What can I get you?" And the glass blowers are like, "Are you feeling fragile right now?"
185 glass blowers walk into a bar, and bartender looks at them and goes, "That's hot."
We're gonna switch it up to school marms because I like the word school marms.
School marm.
185 school marms walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." The school marms say, "You can't do that to me. I'm your ruler."
185 school marms walk into a room, and bartender starts screaming, "This is my worst nightmare!"
185 school marms walk into a bar and the bartender is not able to serve them all adequately. So they all made him stand in the corner.
185 school marms walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." The school marms say, "Well, chalk up another one for the bartender." I don't know. However that ends.
185 school marms go into a bar to order a nightcap or a dunce cap or
On it.
all right,
185 school marms walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed because there's no place to sit." The school marms say, "But there's all these places to sit." And they say, "Right, but there's no stool arms for school marms?" I don't know.
we're gonna go to eels. Eels.
Okay.
Eels walk into a bar. All right.
Okay.
185 eels walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Oh, we've been waiting for you all night. Now this place is going to be positively electric."
Now I can't do my electric slide joke.
Yes, you can.
I think you can.
Well, they can't do the electric slide, so there. You can't do it. It's electric.
185 eels slither into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" And the eels say, "I don't know. Something's kind of fishy in here."
185 eels walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Wow, that's a lot of you. Is that everyone?" And the leader of the eels says, "No, it'll also be My Beloved Monster and Me," which is a song by the band Eels.
I would like to follow up that joke with 185 eels walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And the eels say, "But we count on coming in here each week to get some Novocaine for our soul."
Yes.
Oh.
Yay, laughter for two.
Those are some deep cuts.
185 eels walk into a bar. Bartender expected more emotion. And the eels looked at him and said, no, that would be 185 feels.
185 eels walk into a bar. The bartender says, "How'd you find your way here?" And they said, "We followed the lamp ray."
Ooh.
Oh.
185 eels slither into a bar and they want to order Christmas drinks. The creamy ones. So one of them turns to the other and says, "Unagi? Unagi?"
185 eels walk into a bar. Bartender says, I thought you would be taller. And then the eels all looked at him and said, no, that'd be 185 heels.
Keep going with it.
If you call back your own joke in the same round, it's not a callback. Okay, we're gonna go one more. Christmas elves. Christmas elves.
185 Christmas elves walk up to a bar. Bartender says, "Sorry, we're closed." And they said, "We just came a noggin."
All right, noggin, we did it. That's a callback.
Yeah.
All right. I want to thank our guests again. I also want to thank Dave because he's let me use him as a punching bag verbally like multiple times. So, no, our guests, Rick and Jennifer. It has been so wonderful having you here. Anything that anyone wants to say to our audience before we all cut out?
I have something I would like to say.
Go for it.
185 Christmas elves walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Wow, you guys look upset. What happened?" And they said, "Yeah, we just found the frozen corpse of Paul Rubens."
And scene.
Yeah. I was gonna say 100. They were in there, and then they said we need a place to put our stuff. And no, that's shelves. That's 185 shelves.
Dave, you're playing the first game we did tonight.
I want you to know that Roll of the Dice is here every second and fourth Friday of the month. If you didn't log in today, come back one of those days and log in so that you can give us suggestions, just like the people who did today. We count on you. Thank you so much for coming back every time. And I am Jess.
I'm Tracy.
I'm Maya.
I'm Dave.
That's Jennifer.
And Rick.
All right. And we have been Roll the Dice. Thank you, everybody.